Today we're going to be making butternut squashed pumpkin spiced blondies, and they're going to be vegan and gluten-free. Now, if you wanted to make this with pumpkin puree like that you buy from the store, or from a pumpkin, you can do that. You can make it with any squash. You can make it with acorn, sunspot, kabocha, whatever you want. I just happen to have a butternut squash on hand. I really wanted to make this with pumpkin puree, but I looked in my pantry and I didn't have any. Let's get started. So I'm just gonna chop off the ends of my butternut squash. Cut it down the middle. And get rid of the seeds. I just kind of work at it with a spoon. Just I take my time with it. Just kind of work down the sides and scoop it out. And you can save these seeds for next harvest. I have some that I've already dried out that I'm going to plant next year. I already have the oven preheated to 375. So I just have these two halves. I'm going to roast it in this. I'm just going to put them cut side up because I don't want them to brown on the pan or brown too much. I'm spraying them with a little bit of avocado oil. Spray this part two. I'll just spray the bottom of the cast iron pan. Just putting it in the oven, and I will roast it for about 15 minutes. And I'm going to pour myself a cup of rooibos tea. I've just discovered rooibos tea. I know everybody discovered it a long time ago. I was just looking for something that was not caffeinated that I can drink instead of drinking wine, because I'm trying to be healthier, lose a little weight. So I discovered this rooibos and I'm absolutely in love with it. It is so good. It has a little leatheriness to it and smoke. I don't know. I've become addicted to this taste. It's so healthy. I was reading about it. This has so many health benefits. It's insane. It's anti-inflammatory and helps with pain. So, I have like sore joints and everything. Hopefully it will work with that. I haven't felt anything. I haven't felt any change. I've only been drinking this regularly for about a week. It's got zinc, so it's good for your immune system. There's no caffeine. It's loaded with antioxidants. It's supposed to be helpful if you're pre-diabetic. Also it has this alpha hydroxy acid in it, which is supposed to be beautifying. It's supposed to improve the condition of your skin, the moisture, and make you glow, and all of those things. They say like in 28 days you will see these benefits, these beautifying benefits. I don't know. I'll let you know in 21 days. But I don't really care. I'm just happy it's not bad for me because I'm really, really enjoying it. And I've been getting this Republic of Tea double red rooibos tea. Delicious, but it's pretty expensive. I think this can cost me about $10, and there's about 37 tea bags in here. And for a mug like this, I've been using 2 tea bags. I don't want to spend that much money on tea. So I tried this. I got this off of Amazon. It's from Cedarburg. Cedarburg is actually where rooibos is grown in South Africa. But it's Cedarburg Tea Company, organic South African herbal tea. And there's 100 bags in here. And how much did I spend? $18. I don't know. I'll put a link down in the description box below. Much better price than this. And to my palate, they taste exactly the same. So I would definitely go with this. All right, well, I'm just gonna go outside and enjoy my rooibos tea and enjoy this tropical storm because I actually really like it. It's cooler and it's just really nice. It's not windy and there's no thunder. It's just beautiful rain for a while. And I'll be back when our butternut squash is ready and we'll start making our brownies. Butternut squash out of the oven, and I've been letting it cool for a while. It's still pretty hot. I think we're only going to need this half. We just need a cup of puree. It stays hot for so long. Still barely touch it, and I've had it out of the oven for like 10 minutes. Ouch! I'm just impatient though. I don't want to wait. So yeah, you might want to wait. Probably for like a half an hour before it's actually cool enough to touch. You could use a food processor. We get a bonus out of this. We get the other half, which we can have, ouch, which we can have for dinner. Whenever I cook, I always try to cook a little more of things so that could be used in other meals. So if I'm cooking like vegetables, I always want to cook more vegetables. I've been cooking for so long, you know, you get a real good eye for capacity, for measurement. It's perfect, absolutely perfect. I'm gonna put the pumpkin, go on. Of course, packed it in there. Our spice, our salt. Shit all goes in there. I've got 3 tablespoons of aquafaba, which is the juice that comes from chickpeas, and this is the egg replacer. I have coconut oil. You can use whatever oil you want. Just really depends on flavor. You can even use like the Mykonos vegan butter. That's pretty good too. This is a 3/4 cup maple syrup. You can change that. You can use like coconut sugar, brown sugar, but if you change it, ratio is going to be a little different. So this is a 3/4 cup of maple syrup. If you use coconut sugar or brown sugar, you can only use a whole cup. If in doubt, look it up on the internet. Okay, so now I'm going to put in my dry ingredients. The almond flour, rice flour, my baking powder. And remember, the recipe is in the description. Switch to a wooden spoon. I forgot to prepare my pan, so just gonna spray it with a little avocado oil and sugar. Just like you would do with flour. Sugar works great. Okay, we're gonna stir this until fully incorporated. We can add our pine nuts too. Of course, you don't have to do this with pine nuts. If you want a little bit more sweetness or decadence, you can find some gluten-free butterscotch chips or white chocolate chips. Those would be really good. Another nice thing about cooking vegan is you can taste it. It's really good. Incredibly sweet. The pine nuts are really good. I do have some white chocolate chips and I'm kind of considering putting them in there, but they're not vegan. But they're extra. I have them from before I was vegan. They're lilies and they're also sugar-free, but I'm just putting them in there, probably about a half a cup. I just want a little bit more sweetness in there. It's really yummy. Yummy! Oh my God. Yeah, put the white chocolate chips in there. They go so well with the ginger. Oh, yum. Yep, do it. Do it. You saw how I just crushed the butternut squash? But the difference, the thing about butternut squash is that it does have some strings in it. You could puree those out, but pumpkin doesn't really have that. So that is one of the benefits of using pumpkin. But we'll see how it turns out. Setting the timer for 20 minutes. I make this really good vegan style Cincinnati chili that's made with lentils. And I love making it with squash. I have some in the fridge right now, so we're gonna actually eat that with some squash and some gluten-free pasta. Okay, well, I got 20 minutes to clean up the kitchen, and then we will check on our Blondies. I think we should call them gingers. Butternut squash gingers. How about that? Yeah, I think that's a good name for it. This came out of the oven. This is what it looks like. It's a little bumpy, but I'm sure it's good. I'm gonna let it sit for about half an hour before we dive into it. Okay, let's give it a try. Right off the bat, they're a little crumbly. So I was kind of hoping for a kind of brownie or ginger that I could cut up and throw in a bag and that they would keep. These would definitely not keep. If I throw these in a bag, they're gonna be crumbles. It smells really good. But they are really good. Wow, yummy. Really delicious. Not too sweet. I was worried they weren't going to be sweet enough, but they are perfect and very moist. Oh, so good. These are so good. Oh my God. It's kind of like a gingerbread pudding, but it's also kind of like pumpkin. The pine nuts are a nice touch. And the thing about pine nuts is this is also a celebration of my hometown in New Mexico, because it's pinon season. All the pinons fall from the trees. We collect them. We used to collect them on our old property. I miss it. That was very fun. But we would get pinons and roast them, and I'd make like pinon pie, you know, like pecan pie, only with pinons and all kinds of pinon things. So this is kind of in honor of that. Oh my God, I was not expecting that. Whoa. Let's wipe that emotion away. Recipe is in the description. It's really delicious. I'm sorry I got kind of loopy. Sorry, I got a little nostalgic. All right, well, that concludes our video. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe. It really, really helps my channel out, and it helps it be shown to other people who might like it. And it will help build our beautiful community of Earthlings, and that is my ultimate goal. All right, well, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you joining me today, and I will be seeing you real soon. Bye.